dentist, see how many cavities they tell you that you have, go to another one and get a second opinion, get a third opinion, because here, the minute you walk in, and I've had this happen to me, they automatically find like 18 different cavities that are, this is like the kind of the local scam here, you know, for dentists. So people always tell you get a second or third opinion in Los Angeles. So, but that charity is poorly named. I mean, it is. And when Kathy was making fun of it and Dorit was like, don't do that, Kathy, don't do that. And it's like, okay, but Kathy's kind of right. I mean, it's a terrible name.
It's not a great name. And by the way, I'm going to stick to my Hamptons and New York City dentist. So, you know, I'm not going to do this LA bullshit dentist.
No,
thank you.
It's wild. It's wild. I had a good dentist in Virginia for years who like really never, I mean, he was always like, you have great teeth. I've moved out here. I've seen multiple people. They all claim I have multiple cavities. So who knows? Anyway, you know, I love where Beverly Hills is at. I love, like, I mean, I feel like if Kim Richards came back, oh God, that'd be so good to me.
I have from a reliable source. I don't know. Someone told me that she has a lot going on in her personal life.
Oh.
Not her, but that she just doesn't really want to come out on the show. Nothing with drinking. This is what I have heard from a source that's pretty reliable, but I don't know. And Denise isn't going to come. They're not giving Denise $8 million. She'll have to come back for less, even though she said she's open to coming back. And Brandy would be good. She would.
Brandy would be awesome. Brandy's a total shit stirrer. And Brandy would get.
I think she has a better chance than the others for that reason. I really do. But I'm not sure we're ready to really bring Brandy back.
I don't know why you would fuck with it, because you have Sutton, who is so good. Garcelle, who's so good. And I mean, they're
not going anywhere, sweetheart.
And they're giving it to Kyle, to Rinna. I mean, they're right in their faces all the time, confronting them, boom, boom, boom. And Sutton, by the way, I mean, they're all thrown off by Sutton. And Sutton just sits there in that, you know, in that bow and looking left and right as they're all telling her to fuck herself. And then she just never misses a beat. I mean, I don't know why you would mess with.
Look, maybe again, I don't know everything. I could be wrong. You know what I do know for a fact? Let me just make this really clear, because this is an actual fact. As of today, a week from now when this airs, just 7 days later, guys, a lot happens. All these, why do these blogs do this? Guys, why? Everyone should just stop with all these blogs. Just block. But they make stuff up. It's so strange. Like, let me tell you about this legacy cast. So the rumors going around that the legacy cast is Jill, Kelly Bensimon, Luann, Sonia, Dorinda, and Tinsley instead of Ramona. Now, let me take a moment here, people. Two things. First of all, if Ramona is not in the legacy cast, to me, it could be because now Bravo listens. Everything I said that they don't do, they listen to all the people that say, you know, she's racist and she did this and she did that. I still don't think that's the case. If she's truly not there, which I don't believe, it's because I believe this whole Ebony thing. I mean, Ebony, there was a complaint. So, I mean, once there's complaints in HR, can you really hire either person back? So if Ramona is truly out, I believe it's because of what actually happened at the NBC HR level, allegedly involving Ramona, not because they're listening to the fans. I will still stand by that. It's because of this actual thing that happened.
Okay.
Which allegedly happened. I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure it did. Are you following me so far?
Yeah. Okay.
However, I think all these blogs, which one writes and they all pick it up, is bullshit, because I think if you do, look, if it's an HR issue and a legal issue, Ramona is out. And I guess, but I mean, don't even do the show at that point. I mean, it's not whether I like Ramona or not. It's like, how can you knowingly look in the mirror and say, this is a legacy show and there's no Ramona singer? It's a little weird to me. It's a little weird. It's like saying Jill's not in the show because she outed Tamra. It's a little weird. How can you do it without Ramona and look yourself in the eyes?
Oh, well, easily. It's the entertainment business. But I mean, would it be a success? I mean, I don't think it would be a success. Like, Ramona has so many, for whatever we may think of her or don't, or that complaint. I mean, Ramona has diehards.
Her Q score is off the charts. Her Q, she rates really well with the audience.
I know. So I don't see how they could do a legacy show without Ramona, but I feel like they would ride for Ramona. I feel like we'll have Ramona back. I really do.
I believe so too. And let me tell you, here's the exclusive news that I can tell you. I don't care what any of these blogs say. I know this is an actual fact. I actually know this for a fact. Nobody has a contract. There's not one contract. Nobody is like gotten a call about like you're on the short list anytime in the past few weeks. So all this is bullshit because I have this from multiple horses' mouth. Wow. Luann, Dorinda, so all these people you see up there. I mean, I'm over here in the Hamptons in New York City. I know for a fact from several horses' mouths or very reliable sources. There's no contract sitting out there where we're waiting to announce this. So that could change by the time you listen to this in 7 short days. So I believe because of that it's all bullshit and like nobody really knows what they're talking about. There's no contracts. There's nothing. Some calls have gone out months ago when this was announced to say, yeah, you're on the short list and this and that. But I mean, nothing in a really long time. So you can all go down those rabbit holes and do fan fiction, but this is why you listen to Behind the Velvet Rope and the Sarah Fraser Show.
Everybody does. Everybody does.
I know this for a fact, at least as of right now, this recording, that nothing is, and I still will stand by. I don't think it's being announced. And, I think we're going to film the original show, which you saw that rumor that it's now Lily Savetsky is the one person.
Well, I wanted to ask you about that. And then there was a really nice post, and one of our amazing listeners sent it to me. I sent it to you about a woman who was a finalist. Yeah. Did you see that? It was really, really good. And she basically just said, guys, I have, ultimately amazing news, but really hard news that I was one of the finalists. I'd gotten someone from Bravo slid in my DM several months ago. They wanted me for Real Housewives of New York, and some of my friends, I got fairly far down the whole.
But she didn't get it.
But she didn't get it, and it was really, really good. Let me find her name. But you had said that
I didn't think she was right. I looked at that girl that you sent me. You can find her name if you can.
Yeah,
but like
it's Kendra Hall is her name. She wrote this really pretty amazing post, I thought. Oh, I'll read it to you on her Instagram.
I didn't think she was right by looking at that video. I'm sorry. I'm just going off my gut. That's what I go off. She didn't feel right to me. So it doesn't shock me. But I do think Lily Savetsky, who paid 6, says is a definite. I think she's 100% on brand. I see it. I get it. Lily Savetsky, we should just make a note that she was in the mix in Dallas, like after they let Carrie go and they were Deandra and Lily